Good morning, everyone. We ask that you please silence your cell phones, and if you need for any reason to step out, please do so with the rear doors. Also, we ask during the ceremony that you please remain seated. We will have a staff photographer here on site, so they will be capturing all the professional photos for you all. So please, as I say, please remain seated. Also, those photos will be made available to the students so they can pass them out to the family. Now we ask all that is able to please stand and prepare for the ceremony. Thank you for coming.
Give me just a moment. Please be seated. Good morning. I'm Mandy Reese. I'm Dean of the School of Pharmacy. Welcome to the White Coat Ceremony for the PCOM Pharmacy class of 2029. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all, family, friends of our students, to our White Coat Ceremony for the PCOM School of Pharmacy. We're delighted that you joined us this morning. This ceremony marks the beginning of an exciting and challenging journey for these future pharmacists as they embark on a path of service, responsibility, and professionalism. The white coat is more than just a uniform. It represents a commitment to patient care, ethics, and lifelong learning. It's a symbol of trust, and by wearing it, you're pledging to uphold the highest standards of integrity and compassion in your practice. Today, we recognize your hard work, your dedication, and the countless hours that you've spent studying. But remember, this is just the beginning. Pharmacy is constantly evolving. With this white coat comes great responsibility. You'll be entrusted with the health and the well-being of your patients. Your compassion, attention to detail, and commitment to continuous improvement will shape their experience and outcomes. Embrace the mindset of a lifelong learner. The world of pharmacy is dynamic with new therapies, technologies, and practices emerging every day. Stay curious, stay humble, and always seek to grow in your profession. On behalf of the faculty, your family, and your future patients, I want to congratulate you on reaching this milestone. Wear your white coat with pride, but also with a deep sense of purpose. We're confident that you will rise to the challenges ahead, and we look forward to seeing the incredible impact that you will make in the field of pharmacy. Thank you for taking the leap, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Please stand if you're able for the invocation to be offered by Patience Mason, Chief Student Affairs Officer.
Today we gather to honor the remarkable journey each of you has chosen to embark upon. As you don the white coat for the first time, may it serve as a symbol of your commitment, not just to the pursuit of knowledge, but to the service of humanity. Let us take a moment to reflect on the gravity of this responsibility. You are stepping into a profession where compassion, empathy, and integrity are as vital as the science you will master. You will be called to care for the most vulnerable, those facing illness, uncertainty, and fear. In these moments, may your hands bring healing, your words bring comfort, and your presence provide hope. May you always remember that behind every diagnosis is a person, a story, and a family who entrust their well-being to you. Let your white coat remind you of the promise that you make today, to serve with humility, to listen with empathy, to act with courage in the face of challenges. As you move forward on this path, may you find strength in your purpose, wisdom in your learning, and joy in the impact that you will make. We honor your dedication and celebrate this milestone, knowing that your journey is one of both personal growth and profound service to others. Congratulations, and may you always be guided by a spirit of compassion and commitment to the care of all who seek your help.
Thank you, Ms. Mason. At this time, I would like to thank Walgreens Company for their sponsorship of today's ceremony. I would like to welcome Jennifer Sane, PharmD, Healthcare Supervisor with Walgreens Company, to the podium. Everyone can be seated.
Good morning, everyone. I am honored to be here today. Thank you to Dean Reese and the PCOM School of Pharmacy for this opportunity. As a Walgreens healthcare supervisor and a fellow pharmacist, it's a privilege to speak to you on such a meaningful day. To the students, congratulations. Receiving your white coat is more than a symbol. It marks your official entry into the world of clinical pharmacy. And to the families and friends here today, thank you. You've supported these students from the anxious wait for acceptance letters to this proud moment. At Walgreens, we talk a lot about purpose, vision, and values, and I believe they can guide you as you begin your journey. Our purpose is simple: to bring more joy to people's lives by improving their health. That's your mission now, too. Our vision is to be the leading partner in reimagining healthcare. You're stepping into a profession that's evolving very rapidly, and you're the future of that change. We also live by 4 core values that I encourage you to carry with you: courage, speak up, solve problems, and advocate for your patients; curiosity, keep learning, ask questions, Pharmacy is always changing. Connection. Build relationships with classmates, colleagues, and patients. Your network will be one of your greatest assets. Commitment. You've pledged to serve others. Let that promise guide every decision you make. This white coat is more than a garment. It's a reminder of the responsibility and privilege you now carry. So wear it with pride, humility, and purpose. Congratulations again. You're not just entering a profession, you're joining a community that changes lives, one prescription at a time.
At this time, I would like to welcome student pharmacist Chastity Karen, 2028 class chair, to the podium for her address to the class.
Good morning, family, friends, faculty, and students. It's truly an honor to stand before you today as a second-year pharmacy student to welcome you and welcome the class of pharmacy of 2029. I still remember the excitement, the pride, and yes, the nervousness that came with this very moment. First, I want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. You all deserve to be here today, and you've earned your white coat, and that is no small accomplishment. This moment marks the beginning of a journey that is both challenging and incredibly rewarding. When I stood where you are now, I didn't fully understand what this white coat meant, but over the past year, I learned that it carries much of a deeper meaning. It represents professionalism, service to others, and compassion for your patients. The very values that form the foundation of our calling as future pharmacists. The coat is more than a symbol. It will become part of your story, from your first lab, your first patient interaction, and to those long nights studying for your exams. It will remind you of why you started your journey to make a difference in people's lives and even in your own life. Through knowledge, empathy, and care, pharmacy school will test your resilience. There will be moments of uncertainty, times where you might question if you belong here, but there will also be moments of incredible growth. Most importantly, never lose sight of your story and what brought you here today. Your passion, your dedication, and your purpose. You guys all have earned your place here, and you all deserve to be here today. When challenges arise, remember to lean on one another. You are not alone. You have your classmates, your professors, an entire community, and even me cheering you on every step of the way. So as you put on your white coat today, wear it with pride and humility. Let it remind you of the responsibility that you carry and the incredible impact that you will have on others. To serve with integrity, to learn with curiosity, and to lead with compassion. Congratulations, class of 2029. We can't wait to see what you accomplish. Welcome to the profession of pharmacy, and welcome to the Pharmily. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chastity. I am thrilled to introduce to you Dr. Brandon Jerome. He's director on the Medical Value and Outcomes team at Sanofi. As a member of the MVO team, Brandon and his colleagues support the therapeutic areas of diabetes, cardiovascular, osteoarthritis, and transplant. His responsibilities cover the Southeast region, which includes Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee, and Kentucky. From a national account perspective, Brandon supports Ascent, Express Script, and Cigna. He also serves as the executive quality liaison between Sanofi and organizations such as NCQA. Brandon completed his undergrad studies at the University of Central Florida in Orlando, along with his MBA. His PharmD was completed at Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine School of Pharmacy in 2014. Brandon thereafter earned his Master of Science Applied Pharmacoeconomics degree at the University of Florida. Prior to joining Sanofi, he worked at Express Script and led key initiatives for the Anthem Health Plan along with the entire organization. Brandon is an active and long-standing member of the Academy of Managed Care Pharmacy. In his spare time, he enjoys coaching Pop Warner football and AAU basketball and spending time with his family. Wife Jade, daughter Sage, and sons Noah and Brandon Jr. He's also a proud member of the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity and has served as a mentor to numerous students, both pharmacy and non-pharmacy alike. Welcome, Dr. Jerome.
Appreciate that kind and lovely introduction, Dean Reese. Good morning to everyone, to Dean Reese, distinguished faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, to the class of 2029 seated right before us. It is an honor to stand before you today. Really, it's a full circle moment, for myself. Really to be up here in front of you guys where I've realized where I was actually sitting in your place about 15 years ago. This is a day that marks a journey in terms of, you crossing over into the threshold into the most successful and trusted profession in healthcare. Today, you don a symbol that carries both privilege and responsibility, which is the white coat that you have within your lap. As I've mentioned before, this is a full circle moment for myself, sitting where you did and beginning my professional journey in 2010. The year 2010 was filled with a lot of memories, but for myself, one of the things I remember the most was LeBron's decision in the summer of 2010. So for sports fans, you probably already know what I'm referencing or what I'm talking about. And for myself and many other Heat fans, that was a time of promise, a lot of motivation for our fan base as LeBron, decided to take his talents to South Beach. And I can assure you during that summer, I did not hold a decision event to take my talents to a particular pharmacy school, not at all. But in all seriousness, having the ability to make a life-changing decision, that's essentially, I think, what led me and what was kind of similar to LeBron at that particular path in 2010 when I started my professional journey to make my decision to go into pharmacy school and to attend PCOM. That I think it's very important for, myself or for just anybody, whether it's, starting a new educational path or just doing anything that you're not used to doing, it's really finding a source of motivation. So I think a lot of times for me, I always ask myself, what would be my source of motivation? What would essentially drive me, to do and complete what I want to do? And my mentor, who's not in the room today, but soon-to-be mentor, Dr. Tim Poole, some of you may know, having a conversation with him, I realized that a large motivating factor for me would be courtside seats. And yes, you heard me right, courtside seats. So as you probably have imagined or probably haven't got the hint, I am a big sports fan. It was always a dream of mine to really be able to sit courtside at an NBA game, once I finished and completed my postgraduate studies. I think there's a lot of different motivating factors for folks in terms of what they hold near and dear to themselves. I think professional stability obviously was important and also career satisfaction. But for me, being able to sit courtside was a symbol of my hard work and a reflection of the fruits of my labor coming to fruition. So just as those came before myself at PCOM, you guys have worked tirelessly to reach this particular moment. You've balanced a multitude of labs, exams, and just life in general overall. And obviously doing that all at once, which is no easy feat. You've shown that you can possess intelligence, endurance, resilience, and a true understanding of altruism, which is the willful submissions for one's own wills and wishes for the wills and wishes of another. The white coat that you'll soon be wearing will be a milestone, a declaration, ready to basically start your journey of a lifetime, one that's dedicated to science, service, and compassion. To the outside world, the white coat may just seem like another professional uniform, but for those of us in the healthcare field, especially those of us within pharmacy, it represents something much more, the promise that you'll use your knowledge, not just for patients and medications, but also to potentially safeguard lives. It represents a commitment to being the bridge between science and humanity, between molecules and meaning. Because while you'll spend much of your academic career studying pharmacokinetics, mechanisms of action, drug-drug interactions, you never forget that behind each prescription lies a particular person. and that person's life just may depend upon your expertise and care. Again, given my love for sports, I imagine there are some of you out here today that are big fans of the Georgia football faithful. And while without a doubt, Kirby Smart is obviously one of the best coaches to ever do it, I would be remiss if I did not quote one of the greatest football coaches ever in Nick Saban, who once said, "Suffer the pain of discipline or suffer the pain of regret." This is so true, as the difference between those who finish the race and those who falter isn't brilliance. It's simply just grit. And every one of you has proven it already by sitting here and being with your family and friends today. I would again challenge you to identify your why. What motivates you to accomplish your why? And what would that motivation be? One of the things that I wanted to also share is that in terms of moving forward in your professional journey, you'll be the voice that will help patients understand therapies, help prevent professional harm or prevent harm, advocate for those people who can't advocate for themselves, and you'll stand at this intersection between science and compassion. The white coat that you will be given and donned today is not a badge of authority, it's more of a symbol of trust. Patients will confide in you, ask for your guidance, and place their health in your hands. That trust is sacred, and as you grow in knowledge and also confidence, remember that it must be earned each and every single day. So over time, your white coat will carry many stories of patients that you have helped, lessons that you've learned, and moments that have changed you. Those white coats will collect wrinkles, maybe a few stains, but each one will remind you of the difference that you've made within your particular life. One of the things that I wanted to share with you as well, too, in terms of, I think, core values, I heard someone mention core values earlier, is obviously hard work and dedication. That's kind of a theme of mine that I really like to infuse. Again, being a sports fan, one of the quotes that I also hold near and dear to my heart is, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." So essentially, you guys are all talented. You guys have the disposition to do what it takes to survive, to thrive. But if you don't put the hard work into your talent that's already provided, what sense is it? So again, I challenge you to identify your why. Why do you do what you do? Why are you doing it? And what purpose or impact are you going to make as you move forward? So next time you feel overwhelmed, remember why you're on this journey. Remember what motivated you to do so. You didn't just choose pharmacy to study just drugs. You did it to change lives, most importantly, the life of your own. You chose it because you believe in the power of knowledge and to heal and a responsibility to educate and calling to serve. One of the last things that I want to kind of leave you guys with is in terms of a few different points. So these last 4 points that I want to share with you as you cross your professional threshold and you don your white coat today are as follows. Number 1, lead with compassion. Your greatest influence won't come from your title, but from the way that you care for others. Number 2, as I just mentioned earlier, work hard, even when it feels thankless. The impact that you make may not always be visible, but it will be real. Number 3, never stop learning. You've heard this before from some of the other folks that were on the stage. It's real. The world of pharmacy is always evolving. It will evolve with or without you, so the choice is yours. And number 4, most importantly, remember your why. What is the reason or your reasons for motivation? So today, as you put on the white coat for the first time and you move forward, feel this weight, but that weight shouldn't be a weight of burden. It's more of a privilege. You guys earned it. So take it in, enjoy it, soak it up. As you continue to earn it every day through patient interactions, barriers that you break, and perseverance, you will undoubtedly become more and more of a trusted profession, not only trusting in yourself, but having those trusts within you. So to the class of 2029, may your white coats remind you not only where you are today, but of who you're becoming: pharmacists, scientists, educators, and compassionate leaders. And I'll leave you with this one final thing, and you've probably obviously heard it throughout my speech today. Remember your why. Remember the catalyst that sparked your journey, and hold that motivation to carry you forward to graduation and beyond. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Jerome, for a fantastic and inspirational message. At this time, each student will come up to the stage to be coded by the pharmacy faculty. Will the first row of the class of 2029 please rise and approach the stairs of the stage? When your name is called, please walk all the way down the stage to the first open coder. Stand in front of them and present your coat to be coded. Will the coding faculty members please approach the front of the stage to assist students in donning their white coats? Family members and guests, as a courtesy, please hold your applause until all the names have been called and students have received their coats.
Ebony Ebb Brown, Jessica Brown, Valencia Brown, David Bunn, Zanaya Calloway, Kashif Chowdhury, Sebastian L. Delpiche,
Amaria Diaz,
Bill Dong, Brandy Ferguson, Ayat Gilkar, Jada Golden, Brittany Grant, Kelly Ngan Ha, Nagar Habibi, Ashley Hardebeck, Jaina Kathari,
Roberto William Leon Gonzalez,
Wendy Lopez, Leia Taejung Park, Will Roper, Parasto Salari, Jeremiah Scott, Jada Searcy, Luke Smith, Drake Tatar, Arialix Tirado Santiago, David Uzonvane, Angela Vitale, Francis Vu, Candia Ward,
Brielle White,
Alexis Wilson, Markeisha Woodson,
Jung Mo Yang,
Jordan Wisdom.
Congratulations, class of 2029. Please give them a round of applause. At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Allen to the podium to lead us in the Pledge of Professionalism.
All right, well, at this time, I have the honor and the privilege of leading you all in the Pledge of Professionalism. If you'll open your programs, you'll find it in there. I'm going to invite all of our faculty and any pharmacists that are also here, if you would join me and stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Professionalism. Stand. All right. So I'm going to start it and with you, and then you all will continue reading it on your own. As a student of pharmacy, I believe there is a need to build and reinforce a professional identity founded on integrity, by contributing to the well-being of others, and by enthusiastically accepting the responsibility and accountability of membership in the profession, foster professional competency through lifelong learning. I will strive for high ideals, teamwork, and unity within the profession in order to provide optimal patient care. Support my colleagues by actively encouraging personal commitment to the oath of a pharmacist and the code of ethics for pharmacists, as set by the profession. Dedicate my life and practice to excellence. This will require an ongoing reassessment of personal and professional values and facilitate the conventional relationship of the pharmaceutical caregiver. The profession of pharmacy is the one that demands adherence to a set of ethical principles. These high ideals are necessary to ensure the quality of care extended to the patient. As a student of pharmacy, I believe this does not start with graduation. Rather, it begins with my membership in this professional college community. Therefore, I will strive to uphold this pledge as I advance towards full membership. I voluntarily make this pledge. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you all for sharing in this important event with us. This concludes our formal ceremony. Please remain seated until the faculty and students have completed the recessional. Everyone is invited to join the students, faculty, and staff for a reception sponsored by Walgreens Company in the Willow Ballroom. Thank you.